Today we will be starting with nested list. It's going to be very interesting. Okay. So we have already learned how this list look like. We have already learned that if I'm writing LIS is equal to 1943887. This is our list, and this common list is also said to be as one dimension list. One dimension list. Now let me talk about LIS2. LIS2, let me store like this: 194 297 8 11 14 3 4 17. Yeah. Okay. So as you will be observing, I'm having a list, but inside the list as well, I'm having some of the list. This is nothing but two-dimensional list. Two-dimensional list. Okay. Now let us explore how to access each element from this particular list. What are the indexes? Basically, I will make you know the indexes that there's all numbers inside the list do contain this and this. Okay. So as we know, if we will be talking about outer list, this all will be our indexes, because as you can see, as per my commas. But if we will be talking about list inside list, then the first element will be 0 0, second element will be 0 1, third element will be 0 2. Okay, could you able to understand this? Yes. And talking about another one will be, this is 1 1 0, then 1 1, then 1 2. Okay, then talking about other, this is 2 0 2 1 2 2. Then talking about this 3 0 3 1 3 2. This is how things work. Okay, these will be our indexes. So if any time you want to access this 17, then you need to write, suppose the name of my list is LIS2 as I have written, so you need to write print LIS2. What's our last index? 3 2. Yes. Okay, did you get this? This will be our address to our last number. Then if I will be talking about this, suppose let me talk about 9. What if I want to extract the number 9? Then simply I'm gonna write the name of the list, then 1 1. That's it. With this, what will happen? This particular list, these are the places that I have that I'm underlining. You can observe this. Okay, this is how our list are drawn. Okay, if you will be asking me to show graphically how those things are stored, I can show you. The numbers are stored like this: 194 297 8 11 14 3 4 17, and these are 0 1 2 3. This is 0 1 2. This is just like a table, and this table always comes with the combination. Okay, yes. So if I will be talking about 11, so it will be first indicating the row number, then column number. Okay, this is how 2 1 for this 11. If I will be talking about suppose let me talk about 4, so the combination will be again row then column. So this will be so what will be the index value for this? This will be 3 and 1 for my 4. And talking about this will be 2 1. Okay, could you able to understand how those things are working? Yes, this is how our list is built. So now we'll be doing some of the questions based on our nested list. Okay, and see here, as per the given example, you must be observing everywhere I have given 3 numbers 194 297. Is it compulsory that same numbers of nested list is to be maintained? No, it's not compulsory. I have just given the example. You can alter your nested list as well. That is this. See, 1 2 4 9 11 minus 14 only. Let me keep only minus 14. This can be also a list. Okay, it's not compulsory that you need to maintain the number of elements inside your nested list also same. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah, so the index place for this will be 0 0. This will be 0 1. Talking about this will be 1 0. This will be 1 1. And this will be 1 2. And talking about this will be simply 2, as it is. Okay, suppose LIS3 is equal to this. Okay, could you able to understand what I'm trying to say to you? Yes, this is how our 2D lists are built. Okay, now this is easy. Now this will now, as you will be observing, this thing has become easy to understand how this 2D list looks like. But the problem comes when students are accepting values. Now if I will be asking you dear, how you will be storing values in the nested list, there lies the problem. I mean creating a 2D list. Yes or no? As you must be observing, when we were accepting values, that was an easier task. Now storing and accepting values from the user becomes a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. Once you do not understand this, there lies the problem. But if you understand this, things become easier. Okay, now okay, if I will be asking you dear here, how many rows and columns are formed? This one, yeah. This 194 297 811 14. What do you think? How many rows and columns are formed here? Yes, row 4 and column 3. Right? With this combination of this row and column, only our nested list that we have just drawn over there is formed. Okay. Now let us now see how I will be using that row is equal to 4 and column is equal to 3 when I will be creating a list. So let us write, suppose it's a question for creating a 2D list. Let me create a 2D list. How to do this? First let me create an empty list. I will be just initializing, nothing else. So let me keep this A B C is equal to this. Okay, this is my list. Now what all things I need to do? As here I will be talking about 2D list. So of course I need to have rows and columns in this, right? Yes or no? I need to have rows and columns. As I will be having rows and columns, so let me ask user that you say how many rows needs to be there. So accordingly I will be asking user. Here I am not asking the elements for my row. Here I am asking How many rows need to be there? How many rows in the list? And here again I will be making this. How many columns in the list? Okay, so by this what will happen? User will be entering the number of rows and number of columns. Now what I will be doing, see how this technique actually works. If you will be observing this carefully, can you say me, is the numbers are filled row wise or column wise? No, this this no, everywhere whenever I'm, suppose let me consider this example, let me consider this LIS3 here. If you will be observing this particular list, what do you think, are the numbers stored? Yes, every time. This is not only this particular time, every time our numbers are stored row wise only. So what I need to do, so for every each row that need to store every column, means for if I will be, if I will be talking about one row, that means all my rows need to be used for storing values. The meaning of this is, see dear, here as you can observe here, let me use a different highlighter. Yes, suppose you, if you will be observing this, when in when I will be in the place of a row number 0, so you must be observing, is not the whole row is filled at first? That means for each row my whole column is used, yes or no? First row all the column, then second row, then again all the column, yes or no? Don't you observe this? Don't you observe this? Yes. So we will be exactly doing this same thing by using the loop. That means for every single row all my columns are utilized. That means my row will be considered my row will be considered to be as my outer loop. Because see, if my outer loop will work once, my inner loop will work those many times in which I will be keeping the number. So in, I want my inner loop to work every time. How many times? Three times. Three times. Here three times. Yes or no? So when my outer loop will work for once, my inner loop should work for three times. So the second time as well, when my outer loop will be having the will be working for next one time, my inner loop will be working for three times. Likewise, then my outer loop will be coming to two, then whole column will be used, then this, then this. Could you able to understand, or it has become difficult for you to understand? Understood, right? So inner loop, that is the only reason why I will be considering my outer loop to be a row and inner loop to be as column. Yes or no? Okay, this is the reason why. So let's build. So for here I have taken r in range. Just a moment, I have already accepted. After I will be accepting for r in range, r in range, here r means automatically it will be reaching from 0 to the length of the r. Okay, no need to be worried about this. Now as every like as you can observe, for every row there is a different list, right? See, this is the list for my first row, yes or no? This is a list for my second row. Now this is a list for my third row. So for every row has a single list. So for that what I will be doing, see how I'm building a list. So here let me, row 1 is equal to null. Okay, why I'm creating like this, I will be saying you simultaneously while I will be writing, I will be saying too. Now one row is equal to what? Whole column. Have I written r here? No, it should be I, or it should be j. Here it should be written r by mistakenly. Okay, r in range, then c. then it will be reaching till length of my column. Then after this, I need to think how this things need to be stored. Okay, so here let me take a variable. Suppose the variable is b1, and just see how I will be storing elements in my each row, and I will be combining that particular row in my another list. This is only my only my logic behind this. Are you getting? Once I will be filling my in each row na, once I will be filling this my each row, then I will be storing this row in my outer list. Are you getting? Just see how how I will be using the logic over here. So here I will be start accepting a number, but yet, because yet now I have not entered any number from the user. Input int input int input, enter number, enter number. Here I will be doing, okay, enter number, and where it needs to be stored, it is stored in element 1. Enter element for, just see how I will be writing, which is my row, my, which is my list. Let's just enter row, and suppose here if I will be taking enter number for row 1, so for that I can write for r of I, comma, here I'm having, or I can simply write for row, if I want to specify it row 1, then I plus 1, and then here I can write column, I will be writing j plus 1, so that user will not be confused, because usually user become confused when they about to give elements that is 0 0 like this. So I have taken every time j plus 1, so that user will comfortably give. Now what will happen? User will start entering the value which will be stored in v1. Yes or no? Here what I will be doing, I will be appending it to the row. So what will happen? My entire row will be filled with the value of v1 every time. Yes or no? Yes. Then when my entire row will be filled, just when this loop will end. I'm just putting this arrow to signify you this, that this will start working when my loop will end. So here what I will be doing, what is my outer list? ABC. So here I will be simply taking ABC append, and what will I be storing? I will be storing row 1. So what will happen? The entire row will be stored here. Okay, so as soon as my whole looping gets complete, that is, let me, I'm giving you this particular row to signify you the, yeah, sure. So print, I want to print the entire list, so ABC, and this needs to be printed, this need to be present after my outer loop. So sorry, after my inner loop. So this ABC dot append has to work after my inner loop, and this ABC has to work, this is just the comment I'm writing, after my whole loop is complete, or after my outer loop. It will work after my outer loop. That means when my whole loop will be completed. Just see me, could you able to understand this whole program that I have mentioned over here? Very easy. See, I'm feeling, see, no, every time this loop will work na, unless my inner loop will not be false. See, let me take, if my row is 4, if my row that is given by the user is 4, and column that is given by my user is 3, and just see, when r will be, sorry, when let me take, not, let me take r, let me see, because here I have taken the variables. Now just see, when I will be at first, what will be the value of I? 0. When the value of I will be 0 at first time, it will be entering to my inner loop. And just same me, when my value of I will be 0, what will be my value of j every time? It will reach till 3, yes or no? Then it will be 0, 1 and 2, like this. So whenever just say me, for every j, user will be given a chance to enter a number, yes or no? See, v1 will work 3 times every time, right? So every time, if v1 if a user is getting chance to store number in v1, then suppose if I have given 5, if I have given 9, if I have given 4, that means, yes, see, this whole will become my row 1, as I have given the code. Row 1 I have written na, row 1. Every time, as you can see, let me highlight this, as you can see, every time here, every number whatever is asked is stored somewhere, and as you can see, every time it is stored in row 1. And once this will be stored in row 1, and once my inner loop will become false, what will happen? It will come out of my inner loop, and when it will come out of the inner loop, as you can see, I have written abc.append. That means abc is my place where there is a big list. So here what will happen? This 5 9 4, which was my row 1, it's stored like this. Okay, then see, then again I will be a +1. When I will be +1, as you can observe, again what will happen? How many times my j will work? Again 3 times. 0 1 2. Again user will be given chance to enter number 3 times, because my inner loop will work 3 times. So here what will happen? This will be 14, this will be 18, this will be, suppose user has given 14. Every time what is happening? Every time it is stored in my inner list, that is row 1. Okay, don't be confused. When a user is accepting, as soon as a user has given my number, it is stored where? It is stored in my list, that is row 1. You need not to be confused. At a time, no numbers are stored. A number is accepted, then row 1 dot append. So row 1 is filled with numbers. Now as soon as my inner loop will be completed, as you can see, let me highlight it with a different highlighter. As you can see, this one, abc.append will be occurred. So by this what will happen? This whole row, as I have mentioned, row 1 will be stored here. Again 14, 18, 14. Okay, this is how this will work. Then similarly this will keep on working. Again I will become 2, then this will 0 1 2, then every time your elements will be stored in row 1, then this row 1 will be stored in abc, then this will keep on continue till your list is complete. And when your list is complete, what will happen? Probably the outer loop will be over. So I will be 2, then I will be 3. Up to 3 only my outer loop will work. When my outer loop will become false, of course your inner loop will stop working, because it will be coming out of the outer loop. Are you getting me? So when it will be coming out of the outer loop, what will happen? As you can see, I have written, after my outer loop, this statement will execute, and this statement is nothing but I am directly printing a list. So you will be observing that this whole list that is composed of your inner list will be printed. Let me make here 4 rows I have taken, right? So let me just give, suppose user has given these all numbers, this 15, 9, 10, this. Okay, this is how this particular thing will be printed and you will be observing in your screen. Understood? Okay, this is how you need to accept a 2D list. Okay, yeah. So now yeah, sure. So let us discuss how this question need to be done. It's very easy. Just you, if you will be slightly taking the hint of the previous one, this can be done. See, very easy. Just you need to, but little uh, attention need to be given. So I in range as usual. Here, as I've said, every time focus in rows. So row is 4. So need not to write any, need not to store this and then take that variable to justify this. Okay, this is done. Now see, I need to store as well, as I have said. So how to store, I have already given you the hint. I have already, here you need to declare a row. This is a different list. Then for j in range, then again this has to be 4. Okay, so every time I will be accepting, let me write. So here let me take this LIS that I have just written now. This is my the entire list, and this row that I have written right now is my nested one, nested list. Could you able to understand what I am explaining right now? Yeah, here I will be entering. Very easy. See, int input, enter number for C. For here I will be writing row. Okay, let me keep this with braces. For row, here let me write I plus 1 comma column j plus 1. So it will make user feel as if everything is asked. Okay, like enter number for row 1 column 1, it will seems like this. Okay, so every time a user will be giving, as this is stored, what I need to do, I need to append it, right? Append a every time that will be stored here. First I need to build the list. Okay, I need to follow the entire process that I have just right now explained you. And as soon as this will complete, as soon as my inner loop complete, just out of my inner loop, I need to store in lis dot append the whole row. Okay, this need to be written out of the, just this to be hashtag. Yes, this need to be written outer of inner loop. Okay, fine. Then as soon as this whole thing will be completed, my already I will be having a nested list with me, right? That is lis. Now what I need to do, I need to print row wise. Then I need to obtain the similar process for I in range. Same, I said this, right? This is going to be little lengthy. This, then here what I need to do, I need to print the sum. So let me take here, see I have taken here sum is equal to 0. So here let me take another loop, j in range, this will work till 4, sum is equal to, what is my name of the list I. Otherwise, if you have the habit of writing at first sum, then write sum plus lis ij. That's it. Every time what will happen in this inside of this particular loop, your whole row, whatever elements you were having, that will be stored. And out of this you need to print, you need to do two new things. Let me show you that. The sum of comma, here row 1 I need to write, so the sum of row, then comma, I will be writing I plus 1. Okay, so that will signify I will be 0, but the user will observe it as if this is sum of row 1. So let me write, I will be writing is, then again comma, then I will be writing sum, then complete. Then as soon as I will be doing this, I need to do another big task, sum is equal to 0. Did you get why I have written sum is equal to 0? Because see, in this particular sum is equal to sum plus lisij, every time what will happen, already there will be a sum of rows of my first row. So as soon as I am printing the sum of my row, I am what I am doing, I am again making the sum to be 0, so that next time when my second rows elements will be coming over here, the elements of first row will not be earlier stored in this, it will again start from 0. Are you getting me what I'm saying? Understood na? Yeah, or I need to explain again why I have written sum is equal to 0. Hello? No, I'm asking that should I explain you why I have written sum is equal to 0, or you have understood? Understood na? Okay, then this is what you need to do. After each row this sum will become 0, so that it will help me adding each element of the row, and then it will be printing. See, over, entire program is over, this much. Because outside of my outer loop nothing need to be written, this print and sum is present, this both, let me highlight this like this, I'm highlighting. Okay, this both are present out of my inner loop, out of my inner loop. Got this? Okay, this is how this needs to be written. Understood? Okay, so in our coming class we will be I will be giving a worksheet of the programs of this particular chapter and some of MCQ based and those kind of questions. Have you gone through the worksheet that I have given to you about this particular list? Okay, if you have gone through, those particular worksheet was not containing any programming question. Now I will be giving you a worksheet which will contain programming about this particular chapter list. Just go through that particular chapter very properly, just go through the worksheet and the notes and the recording lectures whatever are there. If you are in need of this, then we will be starting the chapter tuple in our upcoming class. Okay, thank you for joining the class and bye bye. Okay.